Motivation does not work. It does, but only in the small time frame. Something that people need to realize, and it took myself a while to realize too, is that you can't only do stuff when you feel motivated to do it. Because motivation likes to pass. And I'm not saying we're trying to be one of those like Andrew Tate, oh, you got to work all the time. Oh, this, that, the other, like one of those people where it's like, oh, you just got to have discipline, da 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 da. And it's not what it is at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you want to improve your life or improve your mental health or improve it, really any aspect of your time here on earth, you got to understand that you can't just lead your life through motivation, because there's going to be plenty of days where you are not motivated to do anything. And that's okay. I mean, those days come, and it's something that we all deal with. We all are going to struggle with getting stuff done on really any day. You just never know. You could wake up and just feel like doing nothing. Now, when you feel like doing nothing and you're unmotivated, sometimes it can be as simple as like taking a shower or even just spending 5 minutes doing what you're trying to get accomplished, because maybe that's all that's stopping you is just the thought of starting. Maybe you're being too hard on yourself and trying to, I guess you could say, come up with excuses of why you shouldn't do something. And I'm not saying that's everybody, but I do know that people in general struggle with finding motivation to do stuff, whether it's drawing or going to work or making their video or their YouTube channel, or everybody's got excuses for something of why they can't start, or like I said, just even being unmotivated. And I'm not even trying to get at that you got to be disciplined or extremely uptight about what you're doing. I'm just saying that it might help you out if you think of it in a different perspective. Okay, so whenever you are feeling unmotivated, you just got to think in the back of your head about how just because you're unmotivated doesn't mean that you should stop doing the stuff that you're going to do. Like, you still got to get up and you still got to go chase whatever bag or whatever venture you're trying to do, and you can't let nothing stop you. You just got to go do it. Because if you sit around and worry about a lot of different things and let the day pass you by, you're gonna sit back and think, man, why did I waste another day? Because it's very easy. It's very, very easy to. And that's something that I had to learn and something that I had to develop over time. And it's all right if you have days like that where you're unmotivated and you just want to lay in bed all day, or maybe you just want to relax. Those are completely different standpoints. Sometimes you got to understand that it does come a point where motivation isn't going to save your day. It's, everybody gets that 3 a.m. motivation where they want to change their whole life and get stuff done and keep it pushing, and it just doesn't work that way. And like I said, I'm not saying you got to be like, oh, it's all about discipline, get up at 5 a.m. Nobody needs to be getting up at 5 a.m. unless that's the time you work or that's something you want to do. You just got to keep on doing the things you got to do every day, even when you don't want to do them. And sometimes all it takes is just starting. Like, you might be like, oh, I'm unmotivated to clean. And then you set a timer for 5 minutes of cleaning, and next thing you know, oh wow, it's been 30 minutes and you've cleaned up the whole room, or you've done the dishes, or whatever you were feeling unmotivated to get done. And that's something that I feel like is a lot easier if you just keep that in mind, that it's only a thought. It's only in the mind of, oh, this is going to be terrible or all that. It's really, as cliche as it sounds, it is a mindset change. And you can't just let motivation only drive you, because if you only let motivation drive you, it's not going to do anything for you but bring you down. Because I know more than not, I almost never wake up motivated to do anything. it's always like once I get going and once I get started, then that motivation will slowly build into me. But, other people are different. Some people can just have a really disciplined mindset and they'll be like, oh, well, I can do stuff either way. And then there's other people who are like, oh, I have to be motivated. But maybe it's just a shift. So if you ever feel unmotivated, just remember that time doesn't stop. And either way, you're going to have to get the stuff done that you got to get done. So whether you get motivated or not, all you're doing is pushing off the inevitable. And getting motivated can be difficult, but it really can be as simple as just starting and putting in the 5 minutes to get it going. Because next thing you know, that motivation that you didn't have could pick back up and you could be like, oh, hey, this isn't that bad. And next thing you know, you go from not wanting to do nothing at all, or you go from contemplating and making every excuse in the book of why you're not going to get something done or why you can't do something, and then you spend that 5 minutes and you unlock that motivation you were looking for, instead of waiting around all day until it gets real late at night and now you're like, oh, I got so much motivation, and then you don't have the time to do it because now you got to go to bed because you got work in the morning, or you got other plans that require your time. All in all, I'm just saying that motivation isn't the only thing that works. You can't just live your life only doing stuff when you're motivated. You gotta do it, or when you're strapped for something, or you have to do it. Sometimes it really just takes the little bit of time to just actually, get it done. And if you put in that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes, and force yourself to do it, you might be surprised at how much you start to enjoy with the topic or the thing that you're doing. And that's really, I think, the point I was trying to get across and all that. So, and I think I got it across pretty well. I also want to throw out there, thank you guys for the support on the last couple of videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you motivated. Have a good one, guys. Thanks.